Well, hello there and welcome to my PC build. My very first PC build. I've never built a PC before. I just kind of laid out all the parts here. We got the case, which is great. I don't really know much about computer parts, so I will leave everything in the description of what parts I have and whatnot. As of right now, I literally don't even know how to take this glass off or how to open this thing at all. I'm going to be watching guides throughout this video and just trying to work my way through this. So if you are someone who's built multiple PCs, please don't cringe, but you probably will. So we'll go over what's going to be in this PC. I have bought a 2080 Super, and I know with the 3000 series that just has been announced now, this might seem a bit kind of stupid to have bought this considering it's the same price as a 3080. However, I need a PC, and I live in Canada, and we probably won't get it until November, and we also will have probably an upcharge on it as well, plus waiting times. So I just decided go with the 2080, that's fine, and then that is paired with a Ryzen 9 processor, and then everything else I ended up going with 64 gigabytes of RAM. I went with a 1 terabyte SSD, 2 terabytes hard drive, and then we got our power supply here. We have motherboard, our CPU fan, which is a Dark Rock Pro 4, and then our case fans. Here we went with just some Enermax, Enermax, I said it right. Alright, I said it right. Enermax, SQA, RGB, whatever. They should pair with the motherboard or whatever properly. I don't know. We'll see. Yes, I literally just searched on my phone how to build a PC. And I'm going to be watching a few of these videos. Yeah. Oh gosh, hopefully I don't break anything. That's the main goal, is just not break anything. Alright, we got the motherboard out, and I've watched a couple videos, and I have a little bit of a better understanding of how to actually do this. Kind of. So we're going to get this motherboard out of the packaging, and start working on getting the CPU on there, as well as the RAM and the SSD. Get out of the packaging here. Wow, it's actually got some weight to it. Jeez, and now I'm assuming this goes right here. I gotta watch another guide here quickly on how to install this properly without breaking all these pins. Oh my goodness. Alright. Alright, put the CPU in. Put this down. Oh, put it down. There we go. It's in. I hope it's in the right way. It didn't go in any other way, so I'm assuming it's in the right way. I hope. Yeah, nice. Next on to the RAM. I think that's in. Maybe. I don't know how hard you're supposed to force it in. If that's just it just clips. I guess that's in. I'm assuming that's in. I'm just gonna go with that's in. I think that's good. I guess I don't know. I don't know. I'm hoping they're in. Like, we're just gonna go with that they're in because I don't want to over push, but they kind of feel like they just slip right in. So. Alright, RAM is installed, CPU is installed. I'm probably, I guess, put the fan on now, or no, we gotta put the SSD in now, which I'm not really too sure where that goes. Alright, next up here, I need to install the SSD, which we're gonna have to unscrew this little tiny screw here. Then we gotta plug this in, like that. Alright, well, I've been told that I should not put the SSD here. I should actually put it in the other slot. So we are going to move it over to the slot on this side here. Please, there we go. It's in. Quick, screw it up. Perfect. Time to put the CPU cooler on. Alright, well, I got the CPU cooler out of the box. This thing is an absolute beast. It's massive. It's got another fan in the middle there, which I'm assuming I'm gonna have to install. It even came with a screwdriver, which is nice. It's branded too, so that'll be kind of cool. And all the hardware and stuff. So now I need to just try and figure out actually how to put this thing on here. Hardware bay comes with Intel and AMD, so I'm assuming I don't need the Intel stuff. We're just gonna put that down there for now. Need the AMD stuff. This fan also was not mounted, and I'm assuming it slides in there, and then you use these mounting things, like you can see how it kind of curves in like that. It even came with some thermal paste, which I didn't know it was going to, but I did buy some high quality thermal paste that I'll probably just use this one, Arctic Silver 5. Probably just end up using that. But yeah, I got the instructions out here. Just gotta try and figure this out. There's instructions for every type of processor. So here's the AMD instructions. Alright, so I need to take this mounting plate off. So it should fall off on the back once these screws are out. And then I put in the one that came with this. I'm pretty sure is what it's saying in the instructions. So this is no longer needed. I'm assuming this is for the CPU fan that came with this. I don't even know actually. I have no idea. But it's telling me to take this off anyway. Alright, let's tighten this up. Hope I'm doing this right. There's like multiple holes here. And I wasn't sure if I was supposed to use this inside one or the outside one. However, it doesn't fit because of the spacing. It doesn't actually fit with the inside one, so I'm assuming you're just supposed to use that one. Alright, this is the stressy bit now. We're going to peel that off. Ooh, look how shiny that is. That looks nice. Just put that on the side there. Now we need to apply our thermal paste onto the CPU. From what I saw, some people put a lot more than other people. I'm going to try and go like in between, not do too much, but not do too little as well. I want to have good contact here. Can I get this cap off? There we go. It's not even a twist off. I'm standing here trying to twist this cap off. It's not even a twist off. Alright. Okay, where's the bar? Where's the bar? Where's the bar? Put the bar in. Ow! You can see in there. Looks like we've got good contact. Right in the middle, dead center. I think set it up properly. Alright, done. Perfect. That's done. Now all I need to do is get this other fan. Oh my. Alright, try and get this fan slotted. Nope, just drop one of the pegs. Oh well. Get this fan in here. Well, as it turns out, I put the CPU cooler on backwards. So I've just swapped it around. I took it off. Luckily, the thermal paste obviously wasn't dry yet, so we were good to go. Swapped it around now and reattached everything. So it is on and ready to go. I just need to put the fans back on now because I thought I might have been able to swap the fans to the other side and it wouldn't really be that big of a deal, but the radiator on the back of this is different than this side, and the fan will only fit on this side, so I had to completely take it off and swap it around. So after a lot of fiddling, I finally have the CPU cooler mounted. I had to push the RAM in a bit more. I didn't have them clipped in all the way. I also plugged in the fan and the auxiliary fan, so those are both plugged in now. These clips were such a pain to do, but finally it's there. It's all done. We had to swap it around, all that, but it's finally ready to pop this into the case, and I need to figure out how to take this glass off now. So I've unscrewed everything, I think, on this case here. I'm assuming I'll just pop this off, maybe? Let's see. I don't know. I don't know how this comes off. Oh, yep, there we go. Okay. There goes the glass. Put that over here for now. We gotta get the back off too, which I'm assuming it just kind of pops off as well. All these cables in here. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's a lot of stuff in here. What we're gonna do is we're going to take out all of the fans that came with the case and then replace them with one of these, and I'll get one of these out of the box so you can see what they look like. These are Enermax fans. They are RGB fans, so they should look pretty cool. So put 2 on the top, 3 at the front, and 1 right here on the back. So, alright, well, might do a little time lapse of this now. So here's the current progress. I've installed all the fans on the front, fans inside the case as well, and I'm about to set this down, and then we're going to install the motherboard. Put the motherboard in though. We got to take all this plastic stuff off. Some on the side here too. There we go, looking nice and fresh. And I gotta try and move. Oh geez, don't want to knock it over. Try and move these cables out of the way. Maybe we should have waited on some of these fans, but I thought it'd be easier to put them in before the motherboard was in. So anyway, gonna try and lower this in here now. It looks like it's in, almost. Okay, there we go. I think that's in now. Get some screws in there and fasten this down. Alright, I just finished screwing in the motherboard. This screwdriver that came with the CPU cooler is a lifesaver because I could not find a magnetic screwdriver, and getting some of those screws in the back were really difficult. Well, would have been really difficult if it weren't for this screwdriver. So thank you, Be Quiet, for setting that, and please keep setting those in your CPU coolers because I'll probably end up losing it like my other ones. Anyway, let's continue with this build here. Alright, so just got the hard drive in. I had to ask my mom to help because I literally could not get those screws back there. If the camera will even pick that up, it's getting kind of dark. Next step is to plug all this stuff into the motherboard. Start plugging in all the fans. The fans came with a ton of cords to control like the RGB and stuff. Like they have like these remotes, and I don't know, like I have no clue how to set all this stuff up. So I'm gonna have to do a lot of reading. Try and get this stuff to work properly. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm running all the fan wires kind of through here, and then I'm going to zip tie the different combinations because one is for the fan and one is for the RGB lighting. So I'm going to tie those all up, probably with just these. That should work fine. And then we'll start getting this all plugged in. Okay, so status update. We have plugged everything into the motherboard that needs to be plugged in. I figured out how to get these lights to work. Ooh, if I come around here. So I separated, try to get my lighting going here so I can see. So I separated them into 2 groups here, and then they kind of plug in. Well, this is the power. I haven't plugged in that yet, but then this is for the RGB lighting, and that's feeding through here and going to the motherboard. So that's done. So now it is time to put the graphics card in its slot here, and then I'll deal with these other fans once I kind of see where everything is, and then I'll worry about the wires and stuff. Alright, here it is. The 2080 Super. And there we go. Graphics card is now in. Time to put in the power supply, finish hooking up all these fans, and we should be ready to go to start installing Windows. Alright, time to get this power supply hooked up here. Lots of cables and stuff I still need to attach. So I'll see you guys once the power supply is in and things are starting to get hooked up. Alright, it has been quite some time now, and I believe everything is now hooked up. The fans took a little bit to get all that sorted with the RGB and all that, so hopefully it works, but we'll see. Everything's connected. Everything power-wise is hooked up, so everything should be good to go now. We come around the back here. It's a bit of a disaster, but once I make sure that it's working, I'm gonna zip tie all these cables up and tuck them in corners and whatnot. So anyway, I'm gonna have to quickly get my USB going, plug in Windows, and we'll hope that this works. Okay, so everything's wired up, plugged in, ready to go. I'm currently getting Windows ready on this computer, put on this hard drive, which I'm going to then put on this computer. However, I do want to turn this on, just make sure everything is working. We're going to flick the power on there. And then, I guess let's just power it up and see what happens. Oh, There we go. Okay. Those fans are working. These fans are working as well. However, the RGB lights are not working on them. But the RAM's working. Those fans are working. Let me turn on this monitor. Let's see what's going to happen here. CPU fan is working, I think. It just stopped for some reason. Everything's just kind of going on and off. Alright, alright. Oh, now this is working at the front here. Okay. I don't actually know what... So these are connected to two different things. So these lights are connected via the... what is it? Whatchamacallit? The power. And this is connected to the motherboard. So that's probably why they're going different colors here. I don't know. Okay, Windows is on this hard drive now, so I'm going to turn this back on. And we'll see if it'll boot up properly. It should boot from this, I think. And it should put Windows onto... Maybe? This looks better. This looks like it's booting up now this time. I hope my drives are plugged in properly. My SSD and everything, they're working. Guess we'll find out. Okay, yeah. So this is working now, right? Perfect. Okay, so it is the next day, and here is the current kind of half setup for now. I just bought a new keyboard, nice and clicky. It is a Corsair something or other. I think it's over here, K70. That. I also have another monitor coming, which I'm going to put here. And I don't know what I'm going to do. This desk is definitely too small, so I have another desk that I'm going to swap this one out for. But for now, this is what I'm going to be working with here until I get the new desk, and then I can really clean up this setup. I also have an issue. I forgot I don't have Ethernet. So I have a Wi-Fi booster plugged into this massive extension cable, which I'm going to change that out for something a bit smaller. So that way I can get Wi-Fi, or well, internet to this desktop. So let's power this thing up here. Let you guys take a look at here, the final build. There was one thing I wanted to do while I was filming. The final piece here. Ooh, here we go. Look at the nice, satisfying.